Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So today we'll have discussion on what is queue. Okay. So as far as unit the assignment number 4 is concerned, we have the assignment title as write a C++ program to implement following data structures and its operations using linked list. Okay. So in last practical and theory lecture, we have seen the basics of linked list. Okay. Now here the assignment is consisting of implementation of stack. So in case of stack, we have given sufficient discussion. Okay. Now the queue. Today we'll discuss what is queue, and then you will have the basic two operations like insertion of element in the stack, deletion of element from the stack, insertion of element in the queue, and deletion of the element from the queue using linked list. Okay, so that way you will implement assignment number 4. Okay, after getting the concepts of what is the basic understanding regarding what is called as queue and what is called as stack. So we have given the sufficient discussion on what is called as stack. Now we'll go towards what is called as queue. Okay, and by considering the basics of what is called as array and what is called as linked list. Okay, so these two basic data structures we have seen, and with those we can give in detail what is queue and how to do the operations on the queue using linked list. That is what the basic discussion. Okay, so first of all, what is queue? So as of now, so we are now see for executing assignment number 4, we must have complete understanding of queue. That's why I'm taking this queue in detail. Okay, it is also mentioned in syllabus theory part. What is queue? How the implementation of queue using array and using linked list. These two things are there. With those basics, you can able to implement assignment number 4. Am I clear? Yes or no? Please reply. Roll number 12. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So the reason behind giving complete information about queue is this. Okay. So to implement assignment number 4, first part we can able to implement, that is the operations of stack using linked list we can do. But the second part of this assignment, that is operations using linked list for queue, you cannot implement right now. For that you must have complete idea about what is queue. That's why first of all will give complete idea about what is queue, and then of course you can able to implement this complete assignment, the operations of stack and queue using linked list. Okay, so queue is a linear data structure which follows the particular order in which operations are performed. And what is that order? The order is first in, first out order. The way in which information is coming, in the same way the information is goes, right? So the principle of working of this queue is nothing but first in, first out. These things you keep in mind. This will be the online questions. Okay, the basic principle of working of queue, principle of stack is different. Stack is last in, first out. Here in case of queue, it is first in, first out. A real-time example of queue, if you have consumers for a resource, in that case the first customer will get the product first. So this way the idea you can apply for this queue. Okay, so here the queue is working on the principle of first in, first out. Okay, and here as far as this queue is concerned, the main aspect of queue is the way in which information comes, in the same way information goes, right? So this way you can consider this queue. Now another thing about queue is, what is the difference between stack and queue? The major difference is there in the stack and queue in terms of extraction of element, that means removal of information. Okay, as far as the queue stack is concerned, we have pop operation. Now in this case we have other operation. In what way these things are different, that is what the most important thing that we need to understand. And in stack, we remove the element atom most recently added. In queue, we remove the atom that is last recently added. This is the major difference. So try to have this particular sentence in your. Okay, so this is the very important statement. The information in which the extraction is happening with respect to queue and stack is different. So as far as stack, we remove that atom the most recently added. The one who is added most recently will be removed first. Whereas in case of this queue, the atom which is added first, which will be, we remove the atom that is least recently added. So that is the major difference. And to know the analogy, you must have the idea about what is queue, the way in which the visualization can be possible with the queue. So we have suppose the strips which are in front of you. Consider those are the elements. Okay, and 2-3 points you must consider what is called as front, what is called as rear. Okay, and insertion and deletion happens on different ends, right? So here we have in case of visualization, you can see insertion and deletion happens in the different way. So basically from where the insertion and from where the deletion is happening, and for that we must have the two basic parameters. The first one is rear and other one is front. Front means the first front end component of the queue, and rear means the last end component of the queue. And first in first out is the principle, and there are two mechanisms by means of which we can able to add element in the queue and we can able to remove element from the queue. And you can easily observe that in queue is one operation by means of which you can able to insert the element in the queue, and the another operation that you can observe, that is dequeue. That is what the way in which information can be extracted from the queue. And you can see insertion is happening towards the from which end, rear, and deletion, that means the dequeue or extraction is happening in terms of which end, front end. So try to concentrate these two things, the insertion and deletion. Okay, next, as I said, so this diagram is clear, yes or no? Yes,
Sir.
just
Yes, sir.
okay. Now next thing, queue is in linear data structure which follows first in first out principle. Now here in a bank, people are standing in a queue. The person who stands first in the line will serve first. This is the normal procedure everywhere in our real life examples. We can have this. Okay. Similarly, the person who stands at the last in the line will serve at the end. So this is what the basic principle of working of first in first out. Okay. So anywhere, if you have such kind of working, in that case we can assign the criteria of queue. Now let us implement the queue using array as per the syllabus of unit number 3. You have the implementation of queue using array as well as using linked list. Okay, so first of all we'll see the way in which the implementation of this queue is happening with the help of array. And we know array is collection of similar data atoms, can be represented like this: array of integer size so and so. To point the front and real element of the queue, we can have two variables. First variable is front variable, other one is rear variable. Now these are some basic operations which are happening with the queue. To check whether queue is full or not, we have the first operation, that is is queue full. This function will return true if queue is full, and if it is returning 0, that means queue is having scope of insertion. So is queue full is the operation when it is true. In that case, queue is full. Otherwise, queue is, we can able to insert element in the queue if the value is false, 0. Now, if it is returning 0, that means we can able to have chance of insertion of the element, and that can be possible with the help of other supportive function. Name of that function in queue. In queue is the function, okay, by means of which we can able to, similar to stack. In stack, which operation we have? Yes, In stack, what we
Push
have?
and pop. Push and pop.
Correct. Push and pop. So similarly, push in similar to push, we have another operation which is associated with the queue, that is in queue, where we can able to insert the element. In queue function will add the element at the end of the queue. This is very important. At the end of the queue, we are inserting the element. In same way, in case of push, also we are doing the same thing. We are adding the element at the last. Okay, and you can see the examples. If you have this in q1, will pass 1, then 20, then 30, like this we can pass the integer data. Okay, then next, let's take a integer data void in q int. Okay, if this is the function, it will return the value. Okay, then is queue empty? If you want to extract something from the queue must have some elements. If it is empty, in that case we cannot extract, we cannot get data from the queue. And for that, one operation is there. That operation is called as is queue empty. Okay, similar to this, we have seen one operation in terms of stack. What is that? Can you spell it in chat window? What is the operation we have seen similar to this operation as far as stack is concerned? What is that operation? Yes, is stack empty, correct? Is stack empty is the operation which is similar to is queue empty operation. Same thing, correct? What it returns? It will return 0 and 1. If it is returning 1, that means the queue is empty. We cannot extract anything from the queue. And if it is returning 0, that means queue is having some elements and we can extract element from the queue. And then of course we can have the other operation. What is that? DQ. Okay, and DQ is similar to which operation in stack? Yes, you can
Pop.
pop, correct. So pop is the operation who is identical to the DQ operation. So DQ function will remove the element from the front of the queue. This is the variation. This is the variation. Okay, DQ and pop is quite different. Okay, in very short margin there is a difference. Okay, what is that difference? In case of stack, we are removing the element from the last. Here in this case, we are removing the element who is at the front. Okay, so DQ function will remove the element from the front of the queue. This is the major difference between stack and queue. Okay, and examples, the difference you can observe in case of example. If you existing the queue 1, 20 and 30, and if you dequeued the element, okay, here there is no argument is passed. Okay, it is remove the element. DQ, now see, instead of 30, who is extracted here, 1 is extracted. In case of stack, if I use stack, in that case 30 will be removed. In this case, it is removing 1. Like this, after that it will remove 20 and at last it will remove 30. This is the difference. Getting my points? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anybody else can say something on this? Is that understood? Clearly getting? Yes or no? Roll number
Yes.
11. 11, roll number 11. Are you getting this? Roll number 63. Okay, roll number 63.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Now we'll visualize this with the example, right? Now we are going to initialize front and rear of the queue initially 0. And if suppose the size of the queue, okay, which we have to implement using array is 5, right? Suppose size is 5, front is 0, rear is 0, and we have to build one queue which is holding 5 elements, right? And the indexing of array we know, array 0, array 1, array 2, array 3, and array 4, similar to stack. So array is consisting of indexing. First element is referred by 0th index, second element is referenced by first index, second index will representing the third element. Likewise we can go for fifth element. Now here, one by one, we will insert the element. So in Q, similar to push, we have this operation. Okay. So what is that operation in Q? The data, check if the queue is full. First of all, if you want to insert something and if the data is already there in the queue, in that case, we cannot able to insert the data. So that means we need empty, or there should be some scope for insertion of the data. That's why the first check is made available with this algorithm. What is that? Check if queue is full or not. If it is full, we cannot insert the data. Otherwise, we can able to insert data. Insert the data in array rear and increment the rear by 1. This is very important. Okay. So where we are adding the element to the rear. Okay. And we are incrementing rear by 1. What is rear? Just have a look on this diagram so that you can come to know what is rear. Rear is when we are dealing with the in-queue operation, we are inserting the element with the help of rear, and rear is the one by means of which we can able to have the insertion against the data. Okay, so same thing is happening with the help of this representation. Now, what is the algorithm says? Insert the data in array from rear and increment the rear variable by 1. Okay, so same thing is happening here. Now suppose we have the example, if you want to insert 10 is one element and we have to insert that element inside the queue. What happens? Check. Size is equal to 5. Size is accommodating the given data. Yes, it is accommodating the data. Now, initially, what about the rear? Initially, rear is 0th index. And what about the information? It is not holding anything. So can we insert the element? Yes, we can insert the element. Okay. So now check this. This is very important thing which is there in front of you. Array rear is now becoming 10 and the rear is incremented by 1. Front, we are not changing front. Front is as it is, right? Okay. So here we are inserted 10 at the 0th index as a element number 1 and we have incremented the rear by 1. Initially rear was 0. See here, initially rear was 0. Front and rear are holding at the same position at initial level. Okay, when the queue is empty, this is very important. We are going to initialize front and rear as 0 because initially both these rear and fronts are locating the first. Front and rear is 0, indicates the empty queue, right? And if you want to insert something, it becomes after insertion, it becomes the front and rear will be transferred to the next end. So same thing is happening after insertion of 10, right? Now include 20. 20 we have to add. So what will happen? 20 will be added to this first indexed notation. First array element rear and rear becomes now 2. Okay. So after 10 will be, see here, 10 will be, 20 will be added. Okay. Front will be as it is. Then it will be adding, it will increment the rear by 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Now, in what will be inside this rear 1 now? It will be the value 20. Because we are using in queue 20, array of 20, rear is equal to 20, rear is equal to rear plus 1, and array of 1 now becomes 20 and array rear becomes 2. Okay. Next, we will in queue 30. So again, same thing is happening. Rear will become now 3 and in the rear 2, the value 30 will be included. Okay. Likewise, in queue 20, now rear becomes 4 and the rear 3 becomes 40. Okay. Next, in queue 50, possible? Yes, possible, because empty slot is there. We can able to insert 50. Okay. This is 50 is added. Okay. Now This is very important. Now rear becomes 5. Okay, index 5, index 5. And if you want to insert 60, whether you will able to add the data? No, because our rear is now 5. Up to which extent this rear is possible? Rear is equal to 4. Up to this we can able to insert, because array indexing is equally matching with the rear number. Okay, start from first. Check what happens. Initially everything is 0, rear and front is 0. We don't have any element inside the queue, and we have to insert the element one after another. So first of all we will insert 10. Will be holding the position of front, and rear will be incremented by 1. Now rear will indicate the second array element. After 20, rear will represent the third array element. Then after that, after insertion of 30, rear will specify the fourth element. After insertion of 40, rear will specify the fifth element. After insertion of 50, rear will specify the sixth element. But it is not there in the queue because we have array size of 5. If you want to do this operation in queue, it is not possible now. Okay, so it gives the message that queue is full. And for that, what we have to do now? We have to extract data from the queue. Okay, we have to extract data from the queue, and for that, which operation we are having? DQ is the operation. Okay, DQ is the operation. When the queue becomes full, when rear is equal to size of the array. This question will be there in your online examination. Okay, when queue becomes full, when rear is equal to size of the given array. Okay, now we have to insert 60, but we don't have place. For that, we need to extract some element, and for that, a new operation comes into focus. Name of that operation, DQ. DQ element from the queue. Now for that, first check is what? Check if queue is empty. If it is empty, then we cannot able to get data from the queue because it is already empty, right? So if it is empty, we cannot DQ an element from the empty queue. Otherwise, print or return array of front and increment the front by 1. Okay, so we will apply. This is very important. Print or return array, that is front, and increment the front by 1. In case of stack, what we are doing now? We are extracting or returning the top. Here we are returning the front. Okay, and we are following the next operations like this. DQ. First, DQ will do what? It will assign. Initially, what is the value of front? 1. Okay, we have to DQ it. How it becomes 1? Initially, what is the value of front? 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Now front becomes 1. 1 means element number 2 in the array. Which is that element? 20. Now this 10 will be discarded. DQ'd that element 20. Initially front is 0. Now we have to extract that information. For that, what operations we are doing? We are doing front is equal to front plus 1. Okay, front plus 1. So after doing front is equal to front plus 1, what we are getting? 0 plus 1 means second element of array, and due to that, first element will be removed. Okay, rear is as it is, no issue in the rear. It will be transferred. It will be as it is. It is 5 only. As like in the previous case in queue, there is no change in the front. Everywhere front is 0. Check. Front is 0 since beginning. Now front is changing. Front is now 1. Instead of 0, it is 1. Next time it is 2. Next time it is 3. Next time it is 4. But rear is same. Everywhere rear is same. Check. Rear is 5 since beginning. It is 5 for the first case, second case, third case, fourth case, and fifth case. Okay, Now, if you want to apply one more DQ after all 5, after getting front is equal to 5, can it be possible? No, it is not possible. What message you will get? Front is equal to rear. If front and rear is equal to, is having same value, in that case Q is empty. Check. Q is empty when front is equal to rear. And one more condition is we have seen. What is that condition? When Q is full, when Q is full, if rear is equal to size of the array, okay, and when Q is empty, if
Front is equal to rear.
rear. Correct. Okay. So is that clear for all? Ranjit, roll number 31. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone is having any kind of difficulty can ask me. Take your time. If you have any difficulty, any doubt in this discussion, just raise me these are the important things. This will be separately asked in online examination. Front is equal to rear. When Q is empty, when Q is full. This type of questions definitely will be online examination. Anyone is having any kind of difficulty can ask me. Yes, do you have any difficulty, any problem?
No, sir.
Okay. Should I continue for the next? Yes.
Yes, sir. Linked list.
Okay. So let us implement Q using linked list. For that, two things we need. First one is linked list basics that we have covered. Okay. And Q using array. Just now we have seen Q using array. Yes. Just now we have seen. This is the Q using array. See the heading. The implementation. Implement Q using array. So these things we have seen. Now we will go for implementation of linked list using, implementation of Q using linked list. And for that you must have basics of linked list. Okay. So I think you are remembering all this. We have created one node in case of any in case of Q. Okay. As far as linked list is concerned, we will create a node. Okay. So now we will not call an element. Okay. We will call a node. Okay. Either we have to add the node, delete the node. So sort of things we have to discuss, right? And we will have the 2 pointers. Okay. One is a structure node, which is a structure we have to define with the help of node, where integer data is holding the information and structure node is responsible for next address reference, which is made available with the Q. So these things, these terminologies I think are familiar with you. And two more things we will add in this particular discussion. One, the structure node, star pointer front is equal to null, and star pointer rear is equal to null. So initially, front and rear are null as per the requirement of the program, right? Now in Q function, will add the element at the end of the linked list. Yes or no? In Q will add the element at the end of the linked list. For that we have to create a linked list, and at the end, not at the beginning, at the end of the list we have to add the element, right? And for that we have some basics, right? Now which are those? See here, using rear pointer, we can track the last inserted element. Okay, for that, first of all, we have to find where is the rear of the linked list. Okay, of the queue. Using rear pointer, we can track the last inserted element. Okay, in a queue. And the algorithm works like this. In queue function, will hold, declare a new node and allocate memory for it. Declare a new node and allocate memory for it. Okay, so everywhere we are doing the same thing. Either we are inserting element or the node at the beginning or the end. Okay, here in this case, we are using the rear pointer, we can track the last inserted element, and in queue function will add the element at the end of the linked list. Okay, next. Declare a new node and allocate memory for it. If front is equal to null, make both front and rear points to the new node. Okay, this is important. If front is equal to null, if front is not holding any data, in that case, similar to this stack. See here, using array, we have done the same thing. Only thing is the conventions are different, right? Same thing is happening with the help of this stack and queue. Only conventions are different. So I will show you where this particular context we have just now seen. See, front and rear is equal to 0 in case of array. Okay, so here also same thing is happening. If front is null, make both front and rear point to the next newly allocated node. Otherwise, add the new node in rear of the next. Okay, rear is to the beginning and make the new node as a rear node. That is, rear is equal to new node. So what is happening? See here in this diagram, you can visualize this. If you want to add the element, in that case, in queue is the operation. Rear, consider rear. Okay, and by considering rear, we have to add. Okay, so add this rear, add the new node, and increment rear by that particular node. So same thing is happening here. Declare a new node and allocate memory for it. If front is equal to null, make both front and rear point to the new node. Otherwise, add the new node in the rear of next and make the new node as rear node. That is, rear is equal to new node. So you can visualize this simply. Check. Initially, front is nil, rear is also nil, and we have to insert 10. Okay, so allocate memory for it. Okay, allocate memory. Consider a memory. Memory is 1024 and assign that to the front. Okay, and rear is initially there is no only one node. That's why what we have to do, we have to assign rear and front to the same node, same location. And what information we have to insert inside this 10. So 10 will be added on this particular memory 1024 and 10 is inserted. Now initially there is nothing in the linked list. So this is the only node who is holding front and rear and the same position. Yes, and we are having the data 1. Now insert 20. For insertion of 20, what we have to do? We have to consider the new memory location. What is that new memory location? Suppose 2024, and on that 2024, see, rear now shifted to the next memory location. What is that memory location? 2024. On the 2024, we will insert the data, that is 20, and null will be shifted to the next part of the new node. So everywhere new node is holding what? New node is having two parts. One is data part and other is null part, reference to the next entity. So now here, from here we are inserting the element. One after another we are inserting the element. Okay, similar to stack, in linked list we are adding the element. Okay, so you can see what we are doing, we are initially this is the case, front and rear is null, nothing is there, queue is empty, and we have to create a queue of different nodes. For that, first node is 10. So insert means in queue 10. In queue 10 means for that we need some memory. On that particular memory, we have to insert the data, which is the memory location 1024. Okay, on that we have to hold that data, that is 10, and it now becomes front as well as rear of the queue. Now this only one node becomes the queue, right? Now after that insert 20. Now rear will shift it to the next new node and will identify the new memory location, that is 2024. On that 2024, we will insert the value 20. And likewise, the queue is made. First of all, which is the data against this particular queue? 10. Then what is the new data which is added? 20. Like this, after each insertion, we will increase the queue by this way. Okay, everywhere we will identify some location, and with that location we will transfer that particular data. Okay, up to this it is clear? Yes or no? Roll number?
Yes.
Okay. Roll number? Yes. Everyone will reply me in the chat box whether it is understood or not. Everyone please reply. Okay, good. Now, insertion 30, insertion 40, insert 40. Please do one thing, insert 40. After 30, you will insert 40. Insert 40. Can you do this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Now which operation is left? DQ. Yes, see the algorithm. DQ function will remove the first element from the queue. First element, not the last element. In case of stack, last element is removed. Now here, first element is removed. Okay, DQ function will remove the first element from the queue. Check whether the queue is empty or not. If it is empty, there is no point of extraction, right? If it is empty, queue is equal to front. If it is empty, queue, that means the front is equal to null. We cannot dequeue the element, right? Otherwise, what will happen? Make the front node point to the next node. That is, front is equal to front of next. Just do one thing. Front is equal to front of next. We have to do. Okay. If I want to use dequeue, in that case, just I have to do this pointer has to change from this end to this end. From the memory location to 1024, the pointer will be referring to 2024. That is the thing we have to do. Make the front node points to the next node, that is, front is equal to front of next. If front pointer becomes null, set the rear pointer also as null, because the memory we have to free. Okay, free the memory from the nodes memory. Okay, if the pointer becomes null, now see, if the front pointer becomes null, that means all the elements are over and we cannot able to extract information further, and then we have to release that particular memory whichever allocated for the particular node, and with this operation, 3 front nodes, we can able to do this particular task. Okay. Only change is if I use DQ, then in that case, what will happen? This pointer will be transferred to 2024 and this element will be removed and this memory will be freed. Right? This 1024 will be get empty, can be responsible for getting the other data. Likewise, we can do this entire things. Is that clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now I will show the assignment. Now, can anyone read the assignment? What is the title? Read this. Roll number 10, read this. Roll number 13, please read this title of assignment number 4. Roll number 13, Vasanti. Any other student can read this? Anyone can read. Yes. Write a C++ program to implement following data structures and in operations. So basic 2 operations we have to implement. First one is, if I say stack, in that case the first operation is push and other one is pop. If I say queue, in that case first operation is in queue and second operation is DQ. Okay, so take the example of your own choice. Take any values from your end. Okay, and try to implement this particular program into 2 parts. First part, it is holding the operations of stack, and in second part, the program will hold the operations of queue. Okay, you can make 2 separate programs, no issue. I don't have any objection. Okay, so are you able to do this? Joshi, roll number 12.
I completed both.
Completed. Okay. So will you please share the screen if it is completed?
Yes, sir.
Please share it. Those who don't will start implementing the assignment.
Sir,
Yes. it is-
stack.
Yes.
Sir,
Just wait. Everyone, those who not completed can continue. Those who want to take part in the interaction can come into this particular discussion. Those who don't will continue with the practical. Okay. Joshi, please continue.
yes, sir. Sir, I have created header file
Okay.
in which I stored using template stack class.
Okay.
So class data
Hmm.
head and in public next
Hmm.
constructor null,
Hmm.
which is, and then I have used bool function for stack empty
Mm-hmm.
and then push
Hmm.
like stack new node is like all that operation using.
Okay.
I have to explain this or
No. You can in brief. You can say the logic.
I have first initialize the new node and then allotted memory,
Hmm.
and then I have stack is I will check that if stack is empty, then head will be directly put to new node, and
Correct,
if
correct.
not, then new node next is equal to head and head is equal to new node, like adding element to the head.
Yes.
And at the pop for pop, I delete the element. First, I will check if queue is stack is
Empty or not.
stack is empty or not. If stack is empty, then I will say stack is empty, and if not, then I will delete the head.
Okay.
And then display for like temp variable. Then if temp is not equal to null, I will display the stack.
Okay.
And then and this is my main driven program. using C++.
Mhm.
So I will run this for you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, insert the element
Hmm?
and 20, 30, 40,
Hmm.
50, and then first display like see every element 50, 40, 30, 20, 10,
Hmm.
and then pop, and then I will again display 40, 50 is popped.
Correct.
Yes, and now I can exist.
Yes. Go for Q.
Yes, sir. Q. I've
Hmm.
created a class Q. Again, I have used template, so I can use any data like character
Yes,
or
yes. We can. We can.
float. Then Q is empty. Same bool.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now I have just changed here that
That is what the important thing.
we are adding a tail. So I have used a temp, then temp next not equal to null. Temp is equal to temp next, and then I will add that new node to the when the while loop will over, like when temp next is equal to null, then I will add that new node to the next of
Correct.
temp. I have just not used that tail or
In the conventions,
rear,
yes, rear and
rear,
front.
rear, rear and front, yes.
No, no issue, no issue.
And then DQ, well, same. If Q is empty, then empty, and pop the head. Like if like same, we have to same as stack.
Yes, yes. Only deletion is different.
And yes, insertion is different, no sir. Deletion is same.
Ah,
Yes, insertion is different. Yes. And again same minute program.
okay.
I will show this too again. Uh, if that I have see when I have inserted all at 10, like 10, 20, 30, 40,
Okay.
and then I will when I will DQ it, the first element I added is deleted.
Correct.
Now,
Good, good, good. Yes, yes.
yes, sir. Oh, yeah, what is-
Yes, yes, yes. So,
Thank you,
very
sir.
good,
Thank you.
very good. Purnesh,
Thank you, sir.
number 12.
Yes, sir. Roll number 12.
Okay. Good job. Others, please do fast. Till that, I will go for attendance. I will check the numbers. Roll number 1 is there. Roll number 1. Roll number 1 is not there, I think. Why, I don't know. Others, please do fast. I'm in waiting. Roll number 1, I cannot see. Roll number 1. Okay. Then roll number, if somebody is there, ask him to join immediately. Roll number 2, otherwise it will be absent. Roll number 6 is not there. Roll number 6. Since morning he is not there. He was there in the morning, but now he is not there. Roll number 6 absent. Roll number 6. After that, roll number 14 is not there. Roll number 14. Roll number 14 is not there. Then 50 and 51 is also not there. 50 and 51. Roll number 50 and 51. Roll number 40. Roll number 14. 214. 216. If you are there, just tell me you are there or not. Others, do the practical. Once it is over, just tell me. We'll check. Roll number 53, Sanjay. Are you doing? Sanjay. Sanjay. Roll number 53.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please do fast. Yes or no? Yes. Anybody done the assignment? Roll number 71. Roll number 71. Hello? Roll number 63. Hello?
Oh, yes, sir, doing.
Okay, okay.
Is it visible, sir?
Just a minute, huh?
Hello?
Just a minute. Are you getting me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Your screen is not visible. It is showing presentation, but the screen is not visible now. Till now, it is not visible.
Okay, sir, I will try. Once again.
Once again, share.
Is it visible, sir?
Please check. Yes, but you are showing your home
Is it visible?
visible, but program is not visible. You have to show. Now it is visible. Yes. Just explain it.
I think there's some. Yes, it's for Stack, sir, menu-driven program. Some options are there: push, pop, and display. So if we enter value for push, then as I created a node, class node, and then take one input as data that we have to push, and the pointer to next node, and also created a stack which has this function push, pop, and display. I was working on length, but due to some reasons, I can't work on it. So this is pop. So if the function is if the stack is full, then it will display this message, and else the we will create a new node, and if it's if we have to push the value, we will create a new node and then push the data, uh, push the value to t data, and next will be point towards the top, and top will become the again the newly created node. And this is for pop. Pop will I also created a value. I initially declare a value variable x to store the data that we have to delete. So I take it in this variable and then delete the and point the top to the downward direction and delete that node and return that value. So it will be sent to the main and deleted. And this is normal function display.
Okay, okay.
So this is the
Just run it.
okay, sir. Hmm. Push enter. And if we have to pop, then we'll enter just to 86 is deleted. It is showing
Okay.
the variable that stored the value. and also working for display. These two elements are present, 67 and 3,
Okay, okay,
and it is already deleted.
okay, okay. ठीक है, okay.
Uh,
Okay. ठीक है,
this is
ठीक
for
है.
Q.
Okay. Go for Q, हाँ.
This
Just run the
yeah,
code.
this is
Run.
for Q. Run.
Run it.
Yes. NQ, then 34.
Hmm.
And if you have to DQ, then it's so 34 is deleted, the first element that we have entered. And if we
No, we
have
are
to
not
display
getting the
the
output. We are not able to see the output. Now it is showing. Now
no.
it is showing. Yes, it is showing.
So for NQ I entered 1 and 34, then 78, then 67 I had entered, and then I placed then I input the DQ function, and the firstly entered value 34 is deleted. And if we display, then these both values are showing on the output.
Okay, ठीक है. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
This is for infix or put. This is for postfix. So if we go for the postfix function, then let me give some time. I will.
Okay. No issue. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah,
No
I
issue. Stop
have to
running.
make one equation. Like,
Okay. I hope everyone done this. Okay. So with this, as I said, the assignment you have to upload on Bodhi tree, and on maybe within 1 or 2 days, I will create those assignments, and you can able to upload your assignments for them. Okay. So as of now, I will stop now, right? So I hope everyone will do the assignment.
सर असाइनमेंट्स का स्पेसिफिक टाइटल क्या है सर?
Assignment का specific title. It is there in the syllabus. We'll show you. Wait. Just wait.
this is one
Yeah,
equation.
just a minute. Nipun, just wait. Just
Okay.
stop your sharing. I will
Okay,
show the assignment title. This is the title for the assignment. Assignment number 4, write a C++ program to implement following data structures and its operations using linked list. First one is stack and other one is queue. Sanjit, is that clear?
यस सर. सर दोनों एक में क्या चलेगा सर? दोनों का एक भी क्लास बना देंगे सर.
एक कर सकते हो ना, मिनिटरी प्रोग्राम बनाओ ना, एक का स्टैक का दिखाओ, फिर बाद में क्यू का करो, ऐसा करो ना.
ओके सर.
ऑपरेशन तो सेम ही रहेंगे. ऑपरेशन पुश एंड पॉप रहेगा स्टैक के लिए, और क्यू के लिए इन क्यू एंड डी क्यू रहेगा. करेक्ट? यस संजीत?
यस सर.
Okay. We'll stop now, right? Remaining students will do the assignments, okay? And once the assignments are available on Bodhi tree or maybe on Classroom, you will upload your assignments, okay? And Kulkarni, where is Nipun?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So whatever left, you can share and complete fast.
Okay, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
So this is the string which is for 4 plus 2 into 3. 4 plus 2 star 3 minus 7 plus 6 divided by 2. So this is the input, and I had completed it in this postfix forms, and the answer is 6. Hello?
That means you have calculated the result also, right? Okay.
Yes, yes.
No issue, no issue.
This
Good, good thing. Okay, okay. Stop now. Okay, students, now we'll stop now. We'll discuss further in the next lecture. Okay.
सर डीएससी की बॉडी ट्री बनाई है सर आपने अभी तक?
नहीं, मैंने नहीं बनाई है. विल डू. ओके. क्योंकि शैलेश सर थे, उन्होंने क्या किया है मुझे थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद करेंगे. राइट. इट विल टेक 1 or 2 days मैक्स.
ओके सर.
हाँ. एनी अदर डाउट? If no, then we'll stop here. Okay. I have taken attendance, no issue.